Well, we're here talking horses once again. Last week at Maidan was pretty difficult, to be fair. I mean,
Yes.
not many people had winners. You had one. I had a 100% strike rate of 0.
I think you always find that you might as well really just go like they just for the first few meetings, because the form doesn't work out straight away.
I mean, the first race meeting at Maidan, I think, is really difficult every year because of the surface. I mean, even Satish Seymour, who trains on the surface, came up to me halfway during the evening and said, "Can you believe how heavy this track is running?"
Right.
I mean, the times were slow.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, really slow. I mean, the 7 furlong race was nearly 2.5 seconds slower than the average at Jebel, which has got a hill.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, the times were really slow.
And to be fair, the last race, I mean, they went slow, didn't they? And that made it a real long night at the end of the night. But Tag O'Shea, he rode it so well that he got the race result because he controlled the pace. And
it was always going to be slow when the hold-up horse was leading by 2 lengths after they come out the stalls. And I know that because I own it.
Yeah.
I mean, Comic Comedian broke. We've got a great picture taken, actually by Rebecca. Great picture taken where the gates have opened and Karma's 2 lengths clear and everything else is still coming out the gates. And it's like, okay, the plan of holding him up might have gone. And Pat come in and said, look, if he'd have had a race, I might have just let him lead the whole way because nothing was coming from behind.
I think we should just mention as well, Sunday night, the Syndicate had their first winner, and that was great to see.
ERC first winner of the season.
Matt Gould, and really we all should have been on thinking about that horse because it won the race the year before, didn't it? So,
well, to be honest, I'll tell you why I didn't tip it. Purely and simply, every time I've tipped one of my horses this year, they haven't won. So I actually said, I'm not going to tip, I'm going to tip Pat Dobbs' horse to make sure that doesn't win.
Very good idea. Right, okay, let's carry on then.
Anyway, race number 2 at Jebel Ali. For me, I actually think this could be the best betting medium of the meeting. I think there's 4 or 5 horses that could have chances, but 2 stand out to me, the 2 I'd like to sort of concentrate on. That's my opinion. Obviously everybody else has different opinions, but there's a lot of horses in this race that has form at the track, which is why I think it'd be a good betting medium. I think you'll get 3 or 4 to 1 the field and 8 runners. I always like 4 to 1 the field and 8 runners.
What do you think other 2 we should be concentrating on, please?
Okay, I like horse number 1 and horse number 2. Top of the handicap.
I'm glad you agree with me.
I think Encipher, Harry Bentley's mount, Ismail Mohammed. Its last couple of runs, okay, bare form. It was beaten 11.5 lengths last time at Jebel Ali, but that was to treble jig. So that's good form.
Don't take nothing from that, that's right.
The race before that, it beat Interpret. Okay, I have said a few times, I don't think Interpret particularly likes Jebel Ali, but Interpret is still a good horse. You know, he's still a 90+ rated horse. And I remember that race, Encipher won quite comfortably. It's a length, but quite comfortably. A very cheeky Kieran Fallon length.
Exactly.
The other one I like is Satish Seymour's horse called Pearl. My man on board obviously because Richie's suspended for the weekend, which is very early to be suspended.
I still like that 3 kilograms mark that takes off this horse.
He's a quality jockey. I mean,
he's
Mark
won on him before as well, and for me that's the pick of the race at the moment. Number 2, Gold Pearl. Encipher, yes, very good. Harry Bentley on top. But he's got to carry 60. And Gold Pearl 57. I think that's very striking. How much you can take it back. I
mean, if you're gonna put an apprentice on board and take weight off them, first thing I look for is a great track because there's not much can go wrong. You're not going to get blocked in. Then you look at the jockey himself. Now, Mark is one of the most accomplished jockeys to get 3 kilos off.
He certainly is.
I mean, I would use him a lot to take 3 kilos off if he was available. He's already run at the track this year. Well, I should have said. He's already won at the track this year. I wonder whether Satish would have used him if Richie wasn't suspended. We will never know that. But for me, I think the best horse in the race, best horse on ratings, best horse on form, and he did win his last race here over this trip by 6 lengths. To actually get Mark on board and get 3 kilos off, it's a swinger. Don't get me wrong, I mean, Druba's horse, number 3, got good form at the track. Mushrek, good form at the track. Forget the last race against Jutland. If you go back, he's form behind the others. Darcea, very good form a few years ago at the track.
I'd like to give a danger to the two we think will go well, and that's number 3, Kesra. His form is up and down a bit, but some of his times he's set at the track over this trip have been very good.
The only thing that puts me off Kesra is a lot of Druba's horses, even the one that won last week, look like they need to run. We've said that year in, year out. Doug, Druba, Irwin, their horses come on for the first run.
Exactly. And now I've said that, I see I've got to go through the form guide and look at this. Gold Pearl has slaughtered Kesra before. For me,
so did Encipher.
Yeah, but so for me, this makes the top 2 stand out in the race. It really does.
I'm going to go for Gold Pearl.
I am as well.
Okay, that's a worry. So if you're at home, make sure you back Encipher. But I think this could be a good betting medium. I think you might get, because of the form around the others.
Sure.
Mushrat's got good form. Garcia's got good form. Cilia has got good UK form. Canas has got good form. I think we might get a race here where you get a bit of value.
Sure.
And hopefully, if you can get 3-1 on Gold Pearl, I think that could be the bet of the day.
Definitely.
Okay, race number 2, both going for Gold Pearl.